Hello everybody, it's Dalton from Madden Sports. We got another game for this week. We got the Ravens and the Lions. Now, the Lions, they had a huge setback last week against the Green Bay Packers. They lost by 4 points. The score was 38-34. So here's some things that can help them to maybe win this football game. Number one, don't have so many interceptions as last time. If the Lions see anything that bad, they need to run for it instead of throwing it, because if they throw it too much, it could get intercepted and they could have a repeat of last week. Another thing is always try and trust your halfback. He might make some short plays. He might make the long distance plays, but at least he's making something happen. And then 3, try your best to not commit any interceptions or fumbles in the game, because that can cost you in the long run. So, what we're going to see here with this football matchup, it's going to be good. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to be watching this along with you guys. And I'm leaving it once again back to my colleagues, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Straight to them right now.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Burrow and the Detroit Lions versus Dak Prescott and the Baltimore Ravens.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by a two-time Pro Bowler in his 6th season now, Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
A first down throw for Prescott. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, the connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
And we always talk about sacks as a sign of defensive pressure. Well, the Lions also talked about how you affect a quarterback in the pocket. They had the fewest quarterback pressures in the entire league last year. So upgrading, that was a priority. And the front office appears to have gotten it done. There's a sack right there.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led, of course, by their 2nd-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He's at the 30. 10.
Ready for us.
Touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Lockett, 78 yards. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Play action now. Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott off play action. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Going for it, here's ETN. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Etienne. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. And Burrow going to throw again. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. We'll check on his status when we get back. Burrow looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A handoff for Etienne. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Landry now on the return. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? He's going deep for Brown. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And Antonio Brown yet to get back on his feet. Apparently shaking up that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Lions have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
On 2nd and 7. Burrow rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And in for the Lions touchdown. Rob Gronkowski as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Ezekiel Elliott has run for a touchdown there. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that game, level, as they take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7. Our scores, we get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down. It's Gordon, and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow escaping the pressure right.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Off the option, here's ETN.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just...
And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Joe Burrow taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And Shark hauls it in. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Gordon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Buying time to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Robinson's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Not much there, only a yard. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. First down, Prescott. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. ETN with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in how their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This is Gordon on the dump off.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. He completes it to Beckham. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A big connection on that one, 32 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Second and goal from the 1. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Prescott. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. And his throw is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. Here's Dak. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Ridley here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT. Now for the all-critical extra point. He's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they go play action now. Burrow looking deep for Julio. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Lions, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Whoa! That was amazing! Great plays all around. Oh, the Lions' first overtime game, and they got the dub off of it. They got that big giant W, my friends, and that's amazing. They're perfect way to start the season. They're 2-1. They can't give up now, though. They can't give up a good streak. Now, I'm sorry that I got it wrong before we went to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Dak Prescott took the field, and he had a slow and rocky start. And in a lot of ways, so did Joe Burrow. Now, with Joe Burrow playing for the last 3 games, you've seen him get really fatigued. And hopefully, maybe he can get back into it for next week's game. We don't know. I tried to talk to the Lions head coach, and he said to us that the thing that he wants to do this season is to try and get all of his quarterbacks some playing time in the regular season and to give them a chance for a win just as much as their first-string quarterback. Now, I think that is a very good, smart, and noble way to go. And speaking of which, that's, keeping it fresh. You're doing that, you're making sure that your first-string quarterback doesn't get injured. And people all around the National Football League should take this under their wing. They should let the first-string quarterback play for a few games, take them out, put your second string in or your third string in, give them playing time, give them some practice runs. And if you're in a stressful situation, switch in, switch out. But yeah, both teams played really good. Can't wait to see who the Lions come up next. We'll leave that one a surprise for you yet once again. So this is Dalton from Madden Sports. Until then, we will see you next week. So long.